Hey everyone, welcome back to Disney Sorcerer Arena. So tonight, I wanted to talk to you about something. This is my buy-to-play account, but there's a reason why we're on the buy-to-play account. This is not a buy-to-play video. This is a video about, honestly, it's about the March Hare. Now, I want to show you something, and I hope I can get this transition right. Okay, so this is the March Hare. This is March Hare's kit from DSA.fan. It has all his abilities. It has what his stats will be at level 90, at gear 9. Gear 9, level 80, I should say. And they're not quite impressive, but there are a couple of things I want you to see here. Offense, almost 2,400. Okay. Defense, 8,500. 841. Health, respectable, 24,000. Then you get down here and you're like, recovery. Why is recovery only not even 1,100? I have no idea. You see here on this ability, maxed out, this ability will restore, 1932 to a target opponent. And, you see this ability, so he's not a true healer. He does do some, but that's not his forte. And we'll get into more of that here in a little bit. Then you see this right here, crit power. And I'm going to show you something, and I'm like, oh, well, that's got to be on his, having him to gear 9. We'll see about that here in a second. But it's 15% crit chance. And then you look here, and you're like, his crit power is 165. 165. His speed is 145. That's peh. You look at here, you look at this potency, though, and you see 38%. Now, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really know what potency does. If you do, please enlighten everybody. I'd literally like to know. Tenacity, that is, I'm not quite sure what these things do. Accuracy, and no, I know what accuracy does. It's, from other things, but we'll dive into that. Innovation's 9%. Now I want to bring in somebody else here. I'm going to try to lay this over the top if I can get it right. And this kit that I just brought in, this is Mrs.Potts, because I was looking for a comparison. And I looked at Yzma. I even did a video with Yzma, which I'm not going to upload. You can take a look at all that stuff for Yzma on his kit on Yzma. But this is Mrs. Potts. So Mrs. Potts, her offense is almost 2,200. So down 200 from where the March Hare is. Her defense is 200 below where the March Hare is. Her health is, it's only like 1,000. It's not even 1,000 under where the March Hare is. Her recovery is through the roof over the March Hare. She's got them up by over 2,000 here on recovery, and this is Mrs. Potts. Keep in mind, crit chance here. You look at 9%, and you're like, he's got her by 6%. Okay. You come down here and you're like, crit power, got him by 25%, okay. Speed by 1, but look here, potency, where his potency is 38%, hers is only 15%, and tenacity, like I said, we're gonna dig into this a little bit here in a second, but then you look at accuracy. He's got 22 more accuracy, and she's got more evasion, which I really don't think that's a big deal. Now I know what you're saying. Why are you even talking about this? What does this got to do with anything? Well, we go back to the kit. I want to show you. Where my Mrs. Potts is on live, okay? And my Mrs. Potts, she's ready for, I get her to Yzma. And so, on live, my Mrs. Potts on live is here. Where, crit power is the same. Crit chance is the same. Potency is the same. You know, a lot of the speed isn't where it is, but that's because she's not tier 9. Neither is the offense, neither is the defense, neither is the health. Neither is the recovery, but the crit chance, the crit chance and the crit power, same place. There's no evasion. That's all got to come with tier 9. Okay, and if we look at the tier, just go into our kit and we look at the tier 9 upgrades. What does this give her? What does this give her? This gives her more tenacity, speed, recovery, health. Okay. This gives her more tenacity. And this is where her evasion comes in. So it's this piece right here on the tier 9 pieces where she gets a 12% evasion. Go up, she gets more speed, more recovery, more defense, more health, offense, recovery, offense, health, offense. Okay? So that's Mrs. Potts. Now, we go over to my guy, the new guy, wherever it is. Go over here to Mythicals. We come down here to the March Hare. Once again, he's gear 7. I have gotten him to 4 stars now, but that's okay. Whatever. Okay, so here he is at 7. His offense is down quite a bit. Okay. His defense is down quite a bit. His health is yikes. His crit power is already at 135. His crit chance is at 5%. In gear 7, his recovery is still stupid, still horrible. It's not going to get a whole lot better. His speed, whatever, his potency is already at 16% here. He already has the 9% evasion that he's going to get. So here at tier 7, he's already got an evasion thing on Mrs. Potts. He's already got the potency on Mrs. Potts. Okay. Keep in mind he's at gear 7 right now, and he is a whopping 4 stars. Now, watch this. Look here at this piece. And we're going to see what this piece does. Look here. So this is a gear 8, bottom right corner piece. This is where he gets that crit from. So with this piece right here, he goes from 5 to 15%. He goes from 135 to 165 right here. And this is where he gets a little bit more accuracy. Go on this piece. He gets a little speed. He gets more potency. So he gets the speed. So this takes him to 26% potency. And this is where he gets a little bit more accuracy, or as they put it here, precision. Here he gets speed, recovery. That's not going to do anything for him really. Health, defense, whatever. Defense, offense, that's not really important. So this is here. So if you take him to tier 8, if you just take him to where I have that Mrs. Potts, his precision is through the roof. His potency is through the roof. His crit chance is through the roof. And his crit power is through the roof at tier 8. What does this mean? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this guy is going to be screaming for a crit chance stone. Now you're saying, well, yeah, but his speed is only one ahead of Mrs. Potts, okay? And Mrs. Potts you want a speed stone for, or do you want a recovery? But I don't think there's any way that you're going to be putting a recovery stone on this guy, even though he is supported and he could take it. But if you put this here, this is only a tier 2 piece, and it's giving him 9 crit. So if you have him at 15, and you're giving him 9, that's going to take him to 25. That's going to take him to 20. It's going to take him to 24. This is 11. So this would take him to over. So this would take him to over 25%. This would take him to 26%, which means he would be critting 1 out of every 4. Okay? And keep in mind, his crit power here is going to be at 135. It's going to be at 165. So it's going to be doing more than the normal. Okay. Now we can take this for contrast. We can take this over to, I don't know. You guys are going to have to help me out. Who has crit chance? I showed you that I have the crit chance stone on Mickey previously. And I didn't know if that was the best idea, but I still have it on Mickey. I haven't taken it off. And I just want to look at Mickey's stats before we get in. Is it 25%? So you're going to have, so he's going to have 1 more percent than this Mickey will have. And as you can see here, this Mickey has lower potency, and lower speed. He does have more recovery. But when you're up to 26% and your crit power is doing more and you have more potency, and your speed's faster, I kind of think that makes up for it. That kind of makes up for it. Because you're going to because you're going to have an additional point of crit chance here. You're going to have 15% more crit power here. You're going to have, however much potency here. I think we said that even at gear 8, the March Hare was going to have 26% potency, whereas Mickey here at gear 8 only has 16%. His speed's up. His speed's high. The trade-off might be that at gear 8 anyway, the March Hare's health pool is going to be significantly lower. But we don't have any idea about the rest of the kit yet, right? Because if I just want to take a look, and I'm going to do this real quick. I'm sorry, I didn't plan on this, so we're going to go for March Hare, and we're going to take a look at what Mickey Mouse, because Mickey Mouse is a legendary support, right? And so you think because he's a legendary and he's support that his kit has got to be bonkers at tier 9. We're gonna take a look. Okay, so here's Mickey at tier 9. Recovery, his attack is the same as March Hare. He'll have 2,000 more health than the March Hare. His defense will be less. He'll have more recovery. His crit chance. I did not know this, guys. I'm sorry. So keep this in mind. Keep in mind Mickey Mouse is a legendary support. When you take Mickey Mouse to, if you want to take Mickey, now keep in mind, you're doing this, you can see what it already does here at tier 9. But I don't have a tier 9 Mickey Mouse, so I don't know this. So the tier 9 Mickey has a 31% crit. And so if you put that crit chance on like I have on Mickey, you take him to tier 9, his crit is going to be 42%, which means you're going to be getting it, 1 in 3, almost 1 in 2 every time. Now, keep in mind his crit power is still going to be down. His speed is marginal, but his potency is still going to be way less than the March Hare. Now you're going to be getting that more, but then again, we're talking a legendary support here, and he has no accuracy. He has less evasion. But keep in mind, Mickey Mouse is not somebody you sleep on, because Mickey Mouse he's a defensive team leader. I gotta believe if you put, he's got that leadership where you put him in here, and on defense he gives all this stuff to the Sensational Six. But keep in mind, this is tier 9 Mickey, who you gotta do all this other stuff to be able to get. Okay? And the March Hare doesn't have that, because the March Hare is free to play. And Mickey Mouse is a legendary. Okay? So keep that in mind. So what I'm thinking is obviously now that I know this, I'm not going to be taking that crit power, that crit chance stone off of Mickey Mouse. But I think what they're doing is they want you to take a serious look, because the March Hare is gonna have 15% more crit power than Mickey Mouse. And if you do just put a speed stone on Mickey, that's fine, because you're still gonna have this almost one in every 3 that you're gonna be landing a crit on. So keep that in mind. But what I want to say here is, I think what we're going to see is, what if Alice comes out with a kit similar to Lightyear? Okay. Similar to Captain Lightyear. So I have to find him real quick. I went past him already. What if Alice comes up with a kit that's similar to this? Because you see this? Crit chance and crit power. Keep in mind. But what I wanted to talk to you about is this right here, where he gives more speed and more crit power. What if instead of crit power, she has crit chance? What if her kit says speed and crit chance? See what I'm saying? I think, who knows? But I just thought this would be an interesting video to make. And I want to know what you think about what I'm saying here, about what I'm, asserting. Let me know what you think. Leave me your opinion. I really want to know. Big shout out to all you guys that have been leaving me comments. Really does help. Really does make me feel good about the fact that I'm trying to be the anti-cozy, or the exact opposite of cozy. I'm not gonna shine you on like he did, and I'm just gonna tell you what I think. And honestly, guys, I could be wrong, and I'm okay with that. But anyways, thanks for the time. Appreciate it. I will be back, as soon as there's something else to talk about, which, quite frankly, will probably be tomorrow, if I'm being honest. Anyway, guys, have a good night. I will see you then. Have a good night. Bye. See ya.